Hey, 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 what's up, y'all? What's up, Leeds fans? How you doing out there? Welcome to Leeds United, the Troll. Um, and Before we get started, hey, listen, this falls under the Fair Use Act. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I just want to say hello. Not that I'm trying to start like a channel or a club or any of that kind of stuff, but I'm on YouTube with different things, and I figured I'd just hop on here and do a little video about Leeds United because that's what I love, and I spend a lot of time every day either watching videos or going through Twitter or whatever it may be. And obviously, can't wait for the season to start, and very happy with the way things are going at the moment. But I just wanted to say what's up. I just think, not that you guys don't know already, but I think Leeds fans are crazy. Um, it's just it's amazing. If you only followed social media or YouTube or whatever, if you only follow these platforms, you would literally think that every Leeds fan is miserable, and I mean absolutely miserable. And it's uh, it's amazing how I just think a lot of them just seem like they don't have basic common sense on how things work. But I get it. That's passion about your club and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm the same way in the United States with the Philadelphia Eagles, right? I mean, that's my team. You know what I mean? Very passionate about it, all that kind of stuff. I'm the same way with Leeds, but I'm just not as, um, I guess I'm just not as reactionary as some of the folks that I see about Leeds on social media. And I don't think that the content creators actually helped this. I think they actually hurt it. You got these guys out here, they got 20, 30, 40,000, people that follow them. And they take the people that watch them, they take everything they say as like gospel, when really it's the furthest thing from gospel. you know I mean, so many people claim to be in the know. Um and there's a lot of, they told us and they told us, and I mean, guys, I mean, I just think I actually sometimes think it bothers me, but then I have to remember it's not my life. It's not, you know, I'm not, why let that stuff bother? Just laugh at it. So now it's more like entertainment for me. I kind of scroll through stuff, and I laugh at a lot of stuff. I'll make some smart ass comments here and there, but it's all in good fun. Um, just so you know, I did do a social experiment basically with the Leeds fans, and so two different occasions I had changed my handle to Yank, and just to see how people would respond. Now, prior to changing my handle to Yank, I would have some good discussions back and forth or whatever. But as soon as you change your handle to Yank and these people assume that you're a Yank, they treat you completely differently. They talk to you like you're a dog. Okay, Yank this and American this, American that. You know, stuff about weapons and this and that. It's wild. Um, I thought it was a pretty cool social experiment. At the same time, I wouldn't mind getting people wind up about it because, um, I don't know why people speak so negative about Americans. There's a lot of cool ass Americans out here. Yeah, the common things on we don't know football, soccer, all that kind of stuff. Dude, that don't mean nothing, man. And by the way, I can be just as much as a fan as you are. Um, it can care just as much to me as it does you. I don't have to live there for that. So I've been a fan for 6 years, right? And I know that's not a lot, compared to most of you folks out there, but it's 6 years. I came here before the Americans, before American ownership, before Aronson and Adams and all that kind of stuff. I'm not on this U.S. men's national team wave and stuff. I could care less about that. I watch it. I want the U.S. to do well, but that ain't it, you know. So I've never really stumped hard on any platform about the United States men's national team. And the U.S. got a long way to go. They got huge problems in the U.S. as far as development when it comes to soccer, football. It's mostly in the youth ranks and stuff, but it's basically an all pay to play system, and all most of the good talent gets overlooked because they don't have the financial means to be a part of the network. And I could go on shows and shows and shows about that, but no one's going to care here as far as the Leeds fans go about that. But until they fix these issues, it ain't going to be much in the states. The MLS is trash. The CONCACAF is trash. I mean, it's like backyard butchery watching some of these games with the CONCACAF. So anyway, the point is, I'm a huge Leeds fan, diehard fan. I roll with it all week long, every single day, and I watch all my peoples. I watch Just Joe, I watch Connor, I watch KG, I watch Jer, and it's interesting. They all give you something a little bit different, right? So besides the fans being nuts, we'll come back to that. I think the content creators, they have a responsibility. They have so many people following them, right? So when they say stuff that's like not true or stuff that's not factual or whatever, so many people ride with that, you know. So if Just Joe says something that's what I think is wild, there's so many people that are going to take that as gospel and they're going to run with it, and they're going to regurgitate it. They're going to put it on Twitter. They're going to put it on whatever, Instagram, whatever it may be. They're going to keep going with it. So I just think that the content creators need to do a little better job as far as what they're doing, because they're actually the ones stirring the pot. you know. So you can tell, I rock with Just Joe football show. That's my guy. I mainly rock with him. I watch all his stuff. I do all the watch alongs. I do all that kind of stuff. And it's not because Joe's the best. It's just that it's the one that fits me the best, you know? The passion, the emotion, the roller coaster ride up and down. Now he says a lot of wild stuff that I wish sometimes that I would jump on the mic with him and we could have a heated debate, because he's dead wrong a bunch of times. I know he likes to say that he's right about this. I told you so. I told you so. That's not the case. We got plenty of receipts out here, but I just love what he does. I love his passion. I love his energy. And I hope, we'll wish big things for Joe, but it don't mean I won't smack Joe around every once in a while. I got, you got Connor. Connor's all right. He can change up within a couple hours. He can post something and 2 hours later post something completely different as far as his own personal opinion. It's good to see he's come up though. It's good to see him, grinding stuff out. Not a big fan of Gabe, the American that comes on with them. I don't think Gabe really represents Americans the way they need to be represented. I also think he's got the typical Boston arrogance that comes along with it. But hey, whatever, to each its own, right? But like I said, I keep track of what Connor's doing. You got KG. I tap into him every once in a while. He's kind of like real even keel, just no nonsense. He holds his chat down, all that kind of stuff. So when you go jump in with KG, kind of everything's like just chill, right to the point, chill, good conversation. It's kind of like I'm drinking some yak, smoking a cigar, listening to KG. So good dude. And then last but not least, which is Jer. Now Jer from Leeds United The View. This is an interesting one because I remember when Jer first started doing this. I was like, that guy was smart. He has a niche, unlike the other ones. He has a niche. He filled the gap basically. So if you go back to like the print world, and there's reliable resources. Maybe you thought it was Phil Hay or it's Graham or whatever it may be. But there's reliable resources that you can go to. It's no nonsense. They're working on factual stuff, and you could count on the information they were given, right? Well, the truth is, as much as the other content creators wanted to do that, there really wasn't that. Jer actually fills that void, which is the word I was looking for, not gap. He fills that void, and he knows it. So there was an area that was not occupied, and that's why his growth has been so much faster than everybody else. Look at his numbers, look at his views, look at his subscribers. It's not because he's the best or he's this or that, whatever, but he's, people feel comfortable going with Jared because of how, I don't want to say bland, but how kind of calming the everything is around him, and the points that he's going through, and how how organized it is, and he follows the same model all the time. He doesn't deal with speculation too much and rumors and any of that kind of stuff. He mostly relies on stuff that can be vetted, and I think that's why a lot of people that, like some people that may follow Joe or some people may follow Connor or KG, I think Jared's grabbing from everybody. He's getting that pull from everybody because they all feel comfortable doing their thing with Jared. And don't get me wrong though, Jared snap out, and maybe he also kind of seems like he's a little bit anti-American when it comes to like football and stuff. But I could be wrong. But it just seems like he may be a little bit based off everything that I've seen him say. But he seems like a cool dude. But Jared snap on you. You step out of line. So anyway, those are the go-to guys. But I think that they have a responsibility to make sure that they don't rile people up for no reason. you know? So, yeah, I'm not really trying to get into much more than that. But as far as those guys go, but I respect everything they do. But I'll be on that ass, any one of them, if I feel like hopping on the mic and saying something. I might do little bit of that this season. I actually was going to do a video the other day, and then I deleted it. I didn't put it up, but there was some crazy stuff coming out as far as the Niners go and stuff like that. So I'm just going to put it out there so you know where I'm at. I think the Niners are doing a fantastic job. I think they inherited a mess, and I think some people just can't. They just either A, don't like the fact that they're Americans, or B, don't care about what they had to fix. They just want, they want success right away. But I don't see a lot of support for the Niners, and I think that that's a shame, because if I've only been around for 6 years, right? You guys have been around a lot longer, and you know the history of ownership and stuff. So I can't really speak on that. All I can say is that I know the Niners from the U.S. side, the way they run, the way they operate things. They they're all, they're going to keep things close to the vest. Over here they don't really say much to the fan base either, unless they're trying to leak certain things to their advantage. But they're a professional outfit, man. I keep saying, I said it in my tweets, there's adults in the room with the Niners, and so I'm really happy with what they're doing. They're making smart moves to set them up for later on. It's like, hey, if A happens, we get promoted, then we're in way better shape to go, make that, to strengthen that squad. They can't go buying crazy amount of players right now, because they don't even know if they're going to go up. If they don't go up and they did it, they're going to be even worse off. But maybe they don't want a certain player, or a certain player is good for the championship, but it's not good for the Prem, right? So why would you sign this player or buy them and then sign them to a contract or whatever, when or you have a feeling they're not quite good enough for the Prem, but they're good enough for the championship? So there's a lot of things. I understand there's, people want to know more. They want to know more. I don't care to know more. You know what I mean? I'm going to judge them based on of what I see and what they're doing. And what I see is a better squad, a better starting 11. I think they're going to go 100 points this season. I think they're getting auto. They're going to win the league, and I think that you'll be more impressed after that of what they'll do financially and how they'll reinvest into the club once they get into the Premier League. And I think they're going to stay there a very long time. This whole nonsense about asset stripping and stuff, that's crazy. They're going to invest this kind of money and then strip assets when they know that the goal is to get to the Premier League so they can double or triple the value. It doesn't make any sense. Their goal is to get back up, and that's it. Everybody should support that. My take on last year, I think Fark failed. I think he clearly failed because he refused to change, didn't sub correctly, didn't change his tactics, or he came up with crazy wild tactics that, we'll wait to the 85th minute. It didn't work. We'll throw 7 strikers up there and we're going to try to do it that way. I don't know. Maybe has a history of doing that, but it just seemed off. Almost the entire season, everything went through the left side. Well, when everybody started keying on the left side, there was no other answers, right? So, it was just a bad beat all the way around at the end of the year. They should have been up last year. A little bit of a free pass because of the way the season started and what they were dealt with. But anyway, I think the ownership's doing a fantastic job, and I think the fans got to get behind them more. Judge them on what they're doing. They're doing fantastic. The squad's way better than it was last year. Maybe not way better, but it's better. What I'm gonna do here in the future is I'm actually gonna start doing these shows covering some of these these Twitter accounts and these Twitter feeds, and some of the craziness that you read on here from Leeds fans, and I'm gonna pull them out one by one, and and go through them. I'm always kind of checking out the Twitter things all day long, but you can read some crazy stuff. And that's my man Joe's feed right here. Yeah. But anyhow, I'm gonna I might put together a couple of videos. Not really expecting much. I just like to make videos. I got the setup to do it. I got a lot of stuff going on, but to me it's just fun. What's this? 10 minutes. It takes me 10 minutes. Move some stuff around, post it on the channel, and that's that. If any of you guys want to invite me on to any one of your shows, hey man, just reach out. Be more than happy to give you my perspective, on things. But don't be offended though when you say some crazy stuff. Okay, I'm talking about the people that in chat. the chat people and all these chat bullies and these Twitter bullies and stuff. Don't be offended though when you want to say something smart, dude. When you get hit with a comeback, when you get mollywhopped by the American, it's all in good fun. But some people can dish it out. They can't take it. I'm here for all of it. But anyhow, I think we're going to have a big win this weekend. I think we got at least a couple more players coming in. I think I'll have one buy and maybe one loan, or one buy, two loans, and yeah, that's it. So listen, man, let's do this thing this weekend. I'll see you guys around. I'll probably see you guys in other people's chats. I know I'll get a lot of. I'm gonna catch a lot of heat for any of this stuff just because people like to give people heat, but I love it. I'm all here for it. So anyway, let's go. What do you guys say? Mott, right? I was in the beginning, man. I couldn't even. I was like, the guy goes, "This is like years ago," and it was like, they type in ALAW. I was like, what the hell? What does that mean? So I do my research and then, you know. But anyway, it's all cool. I love. I just love that connection that the fans have to their teams in over there in Europe, and I really wish that it was the same way here in the States for this sport. It's just not like that, unfortunately. We don't have relegation. We don't have promotion. I think it's kind of lame, but it makes it kind of hard to drum up that passion. Um, but um, but yeah. So I'm loving every minute of being a Leeds fan. So I'll check out next time. Leeds.